Hello. I've come with a little haul today, and also to do a little project with the freebie that will be on my Ko-fi today. I'll pop all the links in the description box. I hope to actually do a little something with a few of the things and also give you a few ideas of what I'm going to use it for. So this cost me £1, and I've bought it for the paper. This is one of those kind of holiday photo albums that you get when you go away. And this is a lovely plastic stick here, which, you know, you never know when you might need a plastic stick. Let's get rid of that. That actually would make a rather nice wand, wouldn't it? All joking aside, I now think I'm actually going to keep that. I was going to get rid of that, but now I'm going to keep it. So I'm just going to pull out all of these. Absolutely love this kind of tissue paper. Might be easier. This is okay. I think to make this easier, I'm going to grab my cutting board actually. So what I would probably do is I want to use all of this paper through the middle. We've got lots of stitching in here, but this is fabulous. So what I can do is just separate this kind of, I don't know if it's like a straw paper or what it is, from the tissue. So I've got my papers sorted, because this tissue paper is just, I don't know, it's not like normal tissue paper. It's got such a lovely feel to it. So whenever I find these books, I do pick them up. £1 for this fabulous paper, which we can do lots with. Okay. The next things I picked up are these two stamps. They were £1 for the two. I then got this little bag of envelope bag things. Let's have a look. These were 50p. I was hoping they were going to be kind of like a vellum, but they're white. But that's great. They're still super useful. These 4 handmade fabric key rings. I am going to use these to add some clusters to, or some tassels, or some book jewellery. And those were 50p. So I thought they were a bargain. Now, I might have made a mistake with these. They were £2. They were in the box. But I bought these. These are shower rings, and they are metal. They're metal ones. But do they or do they not look like magnifying glasses? I think they do. They're a little bit heavier. They would definitely work on a cover or as a charm. But what I was thinking is, if I could, I don't know if this will come out. It does. Right, so this little plastic piece comes out, and I'm thinking, this is quite thick. This is my old phone screen. But I was thinking if I could sandwich a piece of acetate either side and encase something in there, they would make fabulous. I wonder if it would stick, if this would stick. If I could get that to stick and then put that back in here, or whether I would have to glue directly to the circle. But I could certainly take this out and use that as a template. But I thought they would make fantastic magnifying glasses. Anyway, you know, that it may work, it may not. That was just one idea I had for those. and now I've taken them out of the box. And then the next thing I got is some jewellery. This was the most expensive thing I got. I think this one was £1.50, and all of these bracelets were £1. They were £1 each, not £1 for all of them. So these were £1 each. But these are going to make some fantastic book art, and might pair them with my lovely with my fabric swatches, whatever it is I'm going to do with those. And this one is amazing because each of these little charms that's hanging on here is on its own little claw clip. So they all have their own. So I can use those. I can use this chain. We've got an extra dangles. I can maybe group some of these together to make some really chunky charms. I can add some of my silver maybe to the pink, that would look lovely, or to the purple. I don't know, but the possibilities with these are pretty endless. So they are my charity shop hauls for today. No books, unfortunately. There's never any books in the particular shop I went to today. But I was very, very pleased with those. And, of course, I got my wand. Oh, that's not... I was trying to pick that one up, and it's not pick-upable, obviously. Okay, so... this is a page of kind of ready-made, built up. If you don't want to print and make your own, you've got 3 ready-made tags there. But there are 3 backgrounds and 3 top pieces. How do they go on there? I've put that one on there. I think I'm putting that one on there. That one on there. Maybe. That one on there. No. That one on there. Meh. That one on there. No. I like that one on there. I like that one on there. I like that one on there. So, tags. We'll make one. Let's start with one. I've prepped everything for my tag. I have made one already. Went a little bit wrong. So I'm going to make another one. I've pulled out a few of my labels. I've also pulled out a little index clip. I have, obviously these are all backed. I've inked around the edges, and I also have a piece of cardboard cut for that. Now I want to use, if you remember the pages from the old turtle photo album, this is what I have so far for this. I'm just going to show you what I did actually. I just cut the pages in 4, so you end up with something like that. I'm going to pull out this kind of string that you have, and I'm going to use that. You then pull that apart, and you've got this lovely kind of textured paper, and this other paper, like I said, it's a bit like a straw paper, but I have no idea what it actually is. So I want to use this on here. I'm going to start with my little tool. You can use the edge of scissors. You don't need one of these. And I want this to be quite grungy, and maybe even put a little rip in here somewhere. If I can get that, sort of twist a little bit, do a little tear. Just make this a bit grungy around the edges. And then we'll go over it again with our ink. So I'm going to use my scorched timber, and it really does give it that kind of scorched look, which I love. It's lovely. Add my little index clip. I think I'm going to add that up the top here, like so. I've already inked this. I want to add these. Maybe I'll add those a bit higher. So I'm going to ink this into place. This is a very quick make, very, very quick, just to show you how you can layer this up. I'm actually going to take that off because I'm going to sew. I've decided I wasn't going to, but now I am. Glue that. I'm not worried about it covering up a little bit of that number. So as I'm going to sew this, I may as well sew this. So I'm going to put the idea is I want a number, something numbery showing around there. I think, yeah, about there. So I'm not going to glue that down until I've sewn. I'm going to go and sew around these. Brilliant, both sewn. Now I can sew my little label. Now I can glue my little label down. Add that back in there. Okay, now the string that I pulled out of this page, I want to wrap around here. Just something like that. Going to put a bit of glue around there. Pop a little bit of tape on there, trim this off. So out of this, it's only very subtle, but it just adds that little extra detail. And now I think I don't want to do too much, but I want to add this. So I've got a tiny little border around the edge, and I think I'm going to do that by gluing this down first of all. Ah! Whoops! Just going to put that down fairly close to the edge and turn that over. Just give that a good burnish down. And now I'm just going to cut round that. I'm going to do it by eye. It would have been nice to have a torn edge, but I can't guarantee I'm going to get close enough. So I'm going for scissors. There we go. Now, I don't want to give this too dark an edge, so I'm going to use walnut stain. I'm not going to use the scorched timber, but I'm just going to ink this yellowish paper. I mean, you can use packaging paper. Anything that has a little bit of a contrasting colour would look great. More for the scrapbooks. And then that just gives that kind of a little extra. Put that there. I think I want to add a little something else. Maybe we should have a little, let me just find a little piece of thread or something for them. This is part of a top I cut up. I'm going to strip that off there. Now, do I want it on there or do I want it on there? I think I'm going to add it to this piece. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a little bit of glue here just to hold that in place for a minute. And I'm just going to run some stitches across that. And because I want to add that top piece, I'm just going to cut. Now that's in place, just cut that off. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Let's glue this down. Okay, so that is my tag from the freebie. This one is going to go into the At Some Point giveaway journal. Oh, I know what. These tags, can you remember these bags? These bags that I got yesterday? No, actually it's at the beginning of this video, isn't it? These fit perfectly into here. Perfectly. I think what I might do is, let's move that out of the way. Let's do a little bit of something else. I'm going to grab one of these ready-mades. I'm going to cut this out quickly. That's a pretty perfect fit. Pretty perfect fit. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim along that bottom piece there, like that. And then I'm going to use my trimmer. I'm not going to risk trying to cut that straight by hand. I'm just going to line up where the top of that tab is. Get my brush, my walnut stain, and I'm just going to ink this little bag around the edge. Let's use this. Have to kind of guesstimate where I cut. Just going to put a little notch in there. Oh, there's a little notch. Let's try again. There we go. Look at that. And now I'm going to use the scorched timber to go around the edge of my little pocket. I'm just going to add a little stamp here. Just grabbed a little Tim Holt stamp from Field Notes. That wasn't very clever, was it? Oh well. I'm going to make sure I don't glue. What I'm going to do is I'm going to glue along here. I'm going to add some glue to the top of this because I'm not going to add glue to the top of my piece. I don't want to glue that envelope, that pocket shut. So I'm going to just glue around here. Make sure that fits and I haven't glued that shut. Now I'm going to find somewhere. You can probably see in this book is another photo album page. Let's do it here. So I'm going to glue this pocket in. Now, because this is quite a dimensional tag, I don't want to put it into my pocket until that's really dry. There we go. So our pocket and tag is in the journal. I hope you liked the freebie. I hope you will go over to Ko-fi and grab your copy. And, you know, the ready-mades are fabulous if you don't want to fiddle about cutting and layering. Oh, this was the tag that I made before. I just made a bit of a mess of the whole filming of that. We have another one. So that's that. I will be back next Tuesday, very probably. Thank you for joining me. I will see you all really soon. Take care. Bye.